guys, it's Richard with RichMade Knives, and welcome to a video. I'm shooting this on Memorial Day 2018, which is, let's see, May 28th. It is about 4 or 5 days to go until Blade Show 2018, and I am doing this video to announce a new loyalty program for owners of RichMade Knives. And what I wanted to do was come up with a loyalty program that was a way for me to thank my customers and a way for the customers of RichMade Knives to form a community or have some way that they can share in the fact that, you know, we're all supporters of the knives, RichMade Knives. And we're also all knife enthusiasts. We all are probably knife collectors and just enjoy the craft of knife making in general. So as a way to do that, I was coming up with ideas. How can I come up with a loyalty program that rewards my customers and has some sort of a special meaning? You know, what do we want to call this thing? So for those of you who may not know, I am a U.S. Navy veteran. I joined the Navy right out of high school, and I was in the Navy for 7 years. And you know, as part of that, I have carried over a lot of my military thoughts and things like that into my knife making. So as an example, one of the first models I made was called the Senior Chief, and the Senior Chief is a rank in the Navy. That is a E8 rank in the Navy. And I named that after a special friend of mine that I was stationed with when I was in Naval Air Station, Dallas, Texas, Senior Chief that was a really good friend of mine. So I named that model after him and called it the Senior Chief. And then I had another model after that, which was called the First Class. And that was named after a really good friend of mine when I was stationed in Seattle, who was a first class when he and I first got stationed together. And so I named that model the First Class. I've carried quite a bit of that through my knife making and into some of my model names. So in the spirit of that, I decided to call this loyalty program the Plank Owners. So you would become a RichMade plank owner. So what's a plank owner? For those of you who don't know, a plank owner is a term given to someone who is stationed on a newly commissioned ship in the Navy. So when the Navy creates a brand new or builds a brand new ship and they commission that ship, the first crew that takes that ship out on its first tour of duty become plank owners. They get a really nice plank certificate that goes in your service record. And it's a nice way of basically saying I launched this new ship into service. So to me, the idea came, well, I want to have a way to thank my customers for launching RichMade Knives, for allowing RichMade Knives to continue to, to produce knives and to be successful. And so to me, a plank owner, as a way of having a vested interest in the launching of this company and this brand, seemed like a pretty unique way to do it. So I am calling this the RichMade Plank Owners. So in other words, if you you will be a plank owner if you buy a RichMade knife, or if you own a RichMade knife. And so the primary way to signify if someone is a plank owner will be through the ownership of or the possession of a plank owner's coin. So a challenge coin, if you will. And this is something that's also popular in the military, is a challenge coin. So RichMade plank owner challenge coin. So I had a batch of these made, and we have here a RichMade plank owner's coin. So I'm going to show this to you here in the camera. Up here it says RichMade Plank Owner. It has a dragon with a anchor, so kind of signifying the Navy imagery there. The dragon is sitting on top of RMK, RichMade Knives, and then underneath here kind of hard to see on camera, a little tiny square there with a serialized number. This particular one is 000, which is my personal coin. And then on this side we have the RichMade Knives logo. RichMade Knives right here with the logo. And then around the edge is a roped pattern, again kind of sticking with the nautical theme. There is a rope pattern around the edge on both sides. It's a 1.75 inch challenge coin. Okay, so you may be asking, well, how do I get myself one of these coins? Well, it's not so much getting the coin as it is you are, by virtue of this coin, a plank owner in RichMade Knives. So first of all, let me cover how do you get to become a plank owner and get a coin. Well, there's two ways. One is you already own a RichMade knife, or you purchase a knife from me or one of my dealers. So let's cover category number one. Let's say that you already own one of the RichMade knives that you purchased. Whether you purchased it directly from me, whether you purchased it from a dealer. You may hear that thunder. It is thundering. It's a stormy day here in Colorado right now. Beautiful nonetheless. Anyway, you may have, so if you already own one of a RichMade knife, no matter how you obtained it, whether you bought it from RichMade Knives directly, whether you bought it from a dealer or acquired it in some other way. If you currently own one of my knives, a RichMade knife, you can contact me through any number of methods. You can contact me through Instagram Messenger, or Instagram chat, Instagram private message. On Instagram, you can find me at RichMade Knives. You can contact me through Facebook Messenger. You can search for Richard Kloc. Last name is spelled Kloc, Richard Kloc. Search for me on Facebook. If you find me, once you find me, send me a private message and say, hey, I am a RichMade knife owner and I would like to become a plank owner. I may ask, if I don't know you, I know a lot of my customers, a lot of customers are repeat customers, I may remember you, therefore I won't ask for any detail and we'll just proceed from there. But if I don't know you, I may ask you to send me a picture of your knife with your photo in it or something along those lines, just to confirm that you actually do own one of my knives. And then once I confirm that you are a RichMade knife owner, I will ask for your address and I will mail you, no charge, completely free, your very own plank owner's coin. Okay? Now that's method number one if you're already an owner. If you are going to be buying a knife in the future, I will be including a coin in the packaging for all future RichMade knife purchases, whether that's from a dealer or at a show or direct from me through the mail. You will get a coin with your knife. Now, what is the numbering for and how does that all work? So let me go a little bit more into detail and some of the benefits that you're going to get by being a RichMade plank owner. So once you get your coin, it's going to come in a plastic holder like this, and it's going to come with some details on the plank owners program, and then on the inside behind this coin is instructions for how to register your coin. And in summary, what I did was I created a Facebook group called RichMade Plank Owners on Facebook. That Facebook group will be strictly limited to plank owners only. In order to join that group, you have to have your coin with your number on it. Okay? When you ask to join that Facebook group, the request will come to me. Well, when you ask to join that group, you will be asked to enter your coin number. Okay? I will then record your name and your coin number in a list that we will keep at RichMade Knives, and you are now registered as a plank owner, and the coin number on your coin is now linked to you. So I now know that you are a plank owner, and your plank owner number is the number on your coin. Okay? The information on the web address for the plank owners Facebook group will be in this little card here that comes with your coin when you get this coin in the mail. Okay, so the details on registering your coin are going to be included. So now once you go on to the Facebook group and you register yourself as a plank owner, you're now into that Facebook group. And a couple of the benefits, and I'll be coming up with new benefits as time goes on, but a couple of the initial benefits that are going to be available to plank owners at launch. One of them will be a 10% discount on any future purchases of a RichMade knife. So if you're a plank owner and you buy a knife after you get membership into the plank owners group, you buy a knife after that, you will get a 10% discount. Now that only applies if you purchase directly from RichMade knives. It doesn't apply, that discount does not apply to dealers. Dealers set their own prices. I do not control the prices that dealers charge for their knives. I cannot force them to honor a discount or anything like that. If you buy from a dealer, the prices are set by dealers. I don't get involved in that. But if you buy a knife directly from RichMade, then you will get a 10% discount. If you buy the knife from the richmadeknives.com website and you're a plank owner, after you complete your purchase, send me a message, let me know you bought a knife, and I will refund you the 10%. If you buy a knife from me at a show, just show me your coin and you get 10% off right off the bat. If you buy a knife from me directly through Instagram or Facebook or whatever, let me know you're a plank owner, tell me what your coin number is, what your plank owner number is, and you'll get your 10% discount. Second thing is I'm going to be doing giveaways on the RichMade Knives Facebook group. And what I will probably do, my initial thought is I'll use a random number generator, and if I have something to give away, whether it be a little patch or a sticker or some other little gift, I'll do a random number generator, and I will only be including in that number registered plank owners. So if you have a coin but you haven't registered or you don't wish to register on the Facebook group, that's okay, but you won't be able to get giveaways because the giveaways will only be for those folks in the group. If you don't like Facebook and you don't want to create a Facebook account, you want nothing to do with Facebook, that's fine. It's not required. You can still get your 10% discount using your coin, your plank owner number, but you won't be able to get the giveaways. Because what I'll do is I'll go on to Facebook group, I will post a little detail about what's being given away, I'll run the random number generator, and then whichever random number comes up out of those folks who have registered on Facebook, I'll ask you for your address, and then I will mail you whatever it is. And I may actually give away a knife or two along the way here. That's in my plans to do for plank owners. Okay, a couple of caveats and some, we'll call them rules, if you will, to this whole plank owners thing. First thing is, what happens if, we'll call this an FAQ for questions that may come up. What happens if you buy a knife and you buy a knife secondhand after I launch the program, because I'm going to open the window for requesting coins for probably a couple of months. After that, that'll be it. No more coins unless you buy a knife. But let's say you buy a secondhand knife. And actually, let me back up. Let's say you want to sell your RichMade knife to someone. There's a lot of blade forums. There's the USN buy and sale, the Trader's Cove on USN. Let's say you want to sell one of your RichMade knives. The question might be is, should you give your coin? Should you include this coin and your plank ownership in the sale? you're more than welcome to do that. That is entirely up to you as the seller. If you wish to include the coin when you sell the knife, that's fine. Go right ahead. It would be nice if you message me and let me know that you've sold. Once you sell it, let me know you sold it, who you sold it to, and then include hopefully you'll hang on to this with the instructions. Include that in with when you ship it to the next person, and then when they receive it, the knife, they can go on to the Facebook group and they can request entry into the group. And they will request entry with your coin number, your plank ownership number. I will transfer that number to the new buyer. So you will get deleted or removed from the plank ownership membership group, and the new person will get added. Okay, because can only be one owner per number. Now, second thing is, what if you decide I want to sell my knife, but I don't want to sell the coin. I don't want to give away the coin with the knife. I want to keep my ownership, and that's perfectly fine because you still are technically a plank owner, right? You purchased a knife from either RichMade Knives or a dealer, and you're still a plank owner. You still supported the company during its growth, and to me, you're still a plank owner, whether you kept the knife, gave it to a friend, gave it as a gift, sold it, whatever. That's perfectly fine with me. You do not have to transfer ownership of your plank owner, of your coin. But if the new buyer contacts me and says, "Hey, I bought this knife off of Blade Forums and I didn't get a coin," sorry, you didn't support, you bought it from the other person. You're not buying from the company, you're not buying from a dealer. You're buying secondhand. The transfer of the coin will be between the buyer and the seller, aftermarket. I'm not going to get between you guys. I'm not going to issue the person who bought a secondhand knife another coin. Okay, that will be between the two of you to work that out. I'm a big proponent of free market. You guys can do whatever you want with things that you own. You can transfer the coin. You can keep the coin. You can do whatever with it that you please. That's entirely up to you. The other thing is, what if you end up with more than one coin? Well, how could that happen? Well, there's only really a couple of ways that could happen. One would be if you buy from a dealer. If you buy two knives from a dealer, then you would get two coins, because I'm going to include a coin with each knife I ship out to my dealers. But you can't be a plank owner twice. You're a plank owner, you're a plank owner. You only get one number to you, so forth. I would ask that you send the coin back to RichMade Knives, because that way I'm able to pass it on to the next person who supports us. And believe me, these coins they're pricey to get made. They're not cheap. So if you want to do the honor system, send the coin in back to me. If not, if you want to keep two coins, that's fine. Don't try to register twice. That's just not going to work. You can't get into a group more than once. You're in the group, you have a number, that's pretty much it. Okay? So that's pretty much the rules that I can think of anyway. There'll probably be more questions that'll come my way, and I'll try to use as much common sense as I can to come up with answers and guidance to anyone who may have it. As this group grows, as business grows, I'd love to have plank ownership dinner, maybe a Blade show. If we have enough people who are interested in doing that, that would be fantastic too. And so we'll see if that comes to pass as time goes on. But I'm really excited to launch this program. I love my customers. You guys are great. I appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy the coin. Carry it with you. Keep it in your pocket. If you play Texas Hold'em, it's a fantastic card cover to put down. The coin is full color. It looks fantastic. I had a whole bunch of these made, and so I should have enough to last a while, and then I'll get more made if need be, but they really, really are cool. And then one last little goodie, if you guys have followed me on Instagram or on Facebook, you guys know I came out with a this little folding utility knife. This is not my new design. Actually, this was designed by another CAD guy or CAD company. But this is it comes on a keychain, and it has it is a little folding utility knife, and it has a razor blade on a little folding arm here. Okay, so you use it like that to cut. You can cut boxes and things. And then one of the things that's really cool is there's 2 spare razor blades that fit into the sides of the knife. Really cool. Well, if you when you also get your coin, you're going to get this as well. It says plank owner on it. And these are a special bronze color using my 3D printer. These are all 3D printed, and a black on the holder. The only color, these are going to, I make these and I'm giving these away at Blade Show, but the only way you can get one that says plank owner is if you have a plank owner's coin. And the only ones that anyone's ever going to get in bronze will be for plank owners. So plank ownership is bronze, is the only color, only way to get a bronze one of these, and the only way to get one that says plank owner. Okay, so the program is officially launched. If you are an owner of a RichMade knife today, contact me, please. Contact me through Instagram, contact me through Facebook, or email me. The email address is richmadeknives@yahoo.com. richmadeknives@yahoo.com. Send me your contact information, your address. Great if you send me a picture of your knife, maybe, you know, hold it up to the camera with you in it and show me that you own a knife. And I will get your coin. You will get in the mail your coin and your folding utility knife. I'm calling this the FUK, folding utility knife, okay? And your plank owner's coin with instructions on how to register. The Facebook group address is behind here on the card, and your folding utility knife will be included as well. And I will mail that off to you, no charge. Now, Blade Show is coming. I am on a plane on Thursday, so all of the plank ownership coin and FUK will get mailed after Blade Show. So it'll probably be 2 to 3 weeks because I'm working feverishly on getting ready for Blade Show, getting packed and everything shipped out for Blade Show. If you are coming to Blade Show and you already own a RichMade knife, stop by my table. I am bringing these to Blade Show. Everyone who buys a knife from me at Blade Show will get a coin and a custom FUK. Or even if you don't buy a knife but you are already an owner, stop by my table, show me your RichMade knife, and you at no charge will get a coin and an FUK. All right, guys, again, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you at Blade Show. Please stop by my table, table 21C. That's 21 Charlie. Stop by my table, say hello, and I will have a batch of Fat Bastards and a batch of Grim Reapers that I will have for sale. Now, that will be for sale at Blade Show. Okay, guys, thank you. Appreciate all your support. Hope you enjoy this loyalty program, and more to come in the future. I'm going to be doing more YouTube videos. And you're going to start seeing much more frequent YouTube videos, but I post a ton on Instagram. So if you're interested, go to Instagram, follow # or @RichMade Knives. I post an Instagram video of every single knife I make from this point forward. Every single one of them. Oh, one last thing. If you want to buy a knife that I have at Blade Show, I will be allowing sales or purchases for folks who are not able to come to Blade Show. After Blade Show starts, I will be taking a video of all the knives on the table and the prices. There'll be price tags on them. I'll shoot a video of all the knives. I will post it on Instagram. And if you want to buy one of those one of the knives off the table, just send me a private message through Instagram. I'm going to have my phone with me. I'll be checking it every so often, every hour or so at the show. Send me a message. Say, I want to buy, one of your Grim Reapers or one of your Fat Bastards. Then we'll do the sale. I'll send you a PayPal invoice, and I will mark the knife as sold on the table so that no one can buy it. And then after the show is over, I will pack it up and ship it to you, and I will not charge for shipping. Okay, shipping will be free for any knife that you buy during Blade Show. Okay, and everything on my table, by the way, is first come. There's no lotteries. None. I don't get into any of that. If you want to buy a knife and you have cash, or you want to buy it remote, just contact me. We can do it through PayPal. The knife will ship out to you right after Blade Show's over. And hopefully it's going to be great. I'm going to have about 20 knives, about 8 or 9 Fat Bastards, about 8 or 9 Grim Reapers, and a couple of prototypes that I've hung on to for the last 6 months that I'm bringing along with me. So if you're coming to Blade Show, stop by my table and say hello. Thanks, guys.